I'm Mike Austin, and this is Car and Driver's 4-of-a-kind coupe comparison. We've selected 4 sporty coupes, all around the average price of $35,000. The Audi TT 2.0T, the Ford Shelby GT, the Nissan 350Z, and the Mazda RX-8. We'll start with the Audi TT Coupe, a triumph of design that's been restyled inside and out for 2008. It's the only turbo and the only front-wheel drive car in our test. The TT has a premium interior and easy-to-read Audi instrumentation, but the back seat is for small people only. Price as tested, $38,470. The 2007 Ford Shelby GT is an off-the-shelf Mustang GT. It's been upgraded by Shelby Automotive in Las Vegas. This tuning improves performance, but comes at a price. Under the phony hood scoop lies a real V8 with 319 horsepower bolted to a 5-speed manual gearbox. The exterior is tweaked by Shelby, and the upgrade follows inside with an authentication plate on the center of the dash. With leather seats and a 500-watt stereo, this Shelby tested just shy of 39 large. Then there's the Nissan 350Z, with the latest edition of Nissan's 3.5-liter V6. For 2007, it comes with more horsepower, more torque, and a higher redline. The Z has a bulging new hood to accommodate the taller engine block. The interior has upgraded plastics, comfortable front seats, but no back seats. The base 350Z came without stability control, a limited slip differential, or cruise control. As tested, it came to $29,485. Rounding out the test is the Mazda RX-8. Virtually unchanged since 2004, it's the oldest car in the test. Its 232 horsepower rotary engine sits low under the hood. The RX-8 has 2 rear doors, which open backwards for easy access to the back seats. Keyless ignition, sunroof, satellite radio, and a navigation system bring our loaded RX-8 in at $34,095. We spent a day at Spring Mountain Motorsports Ranch in Pahrump, Nevada, taking these cars to their absolute limits. On the skid pad, we figured out what the maximum lateral grip of the cars was, regardless of how they actually handled through the course. The TT and 350Z were tied for first at 0.93 Gs, while the GT and the RX-8 followed right behind at 0.92 Gs. The GT gave a preview of its sideways ability, which we later exploited on the track. The lane change test simulates a real-world accident avoidance, only we only hit cones instead of cars or people. The RX-8 was the winner here, with a best time of 68.9 miles per hour. Now, a little bit about the track at the Spring Mountain Ranch. We used the 1.74-mile radical loop. 3 features I'd like to point out. First, a sharp drop in the road after turn 6R leads into a long off-camber right turn at 7R. This had the effect of unloading the car's inside rear wheels coming down the turn, and the long off-camber right turn put a lot of stress on the outside front wheel, which made for a pretty hairy corner. This was most noticed on the front-drive Audi TT, which was prone to sliding the back end if you let off the gas even one bit. Second, slowing from top speed at turn 8R really punishes the brakes. This was especially problematic for the Shelby GT, which showed fade after just a couple of laps. Turn 12R was a great spot to slide out the tail on the Shelby GT and the 350Z. The Ford Shelby GT is still an unsophisticated muscle car, and that's what makes it so fun. It was fastest to 60, and sounded great getting there. The powerful V8 can really launch you, but steering, suspension, and brakes are not on par with the rest of the group, especially when the roads are less than smooth. While its tire smoking ability is unchallenged, it's hard to reconcile the cost when you can have just as much fun in a standard Mustang GT. The Nissan 350Z was right behind the GT in 0 to 60 and had the fastest lap time. Great steering and brakes prove this is a focused driving machine, but engine noise in the cabin became annoying even on short highway trips. The plastic interior continually reminded us that this was the cheapest car of the bunch, even with its upgrades since the launch of the car. So think of this 350Z as a Japanese Corvette. It has plenty of speed at a decent price, but it still lacks refinement. You might ask if the 4-cylinder Audi TT with front-wheel drive and self-shifting dual-clutch manual transmission even belongs in this test. But the TT would answer with the second fastest lap time and the best braking. The turbo gets going and the chassis keeps it on track. Inside, the TT felt more refined, but it had a lot of creaks and rattles when the roads got bumpy. It has the second highest sticker price, but for the money you get the best fuel economy of the group. The RX-8 is the least powerful of this quartet, but its great chassis made it fastest on a real road, and it was the most comfortable to drive fast. There are shortcomings. The RX-8 was slowest around the track, and its engine sucks fuel like a private jet, but in the big picture, the Mazda was the winner by 6 points. I'm Mike Austin. Thanks for watching.